So I was here just a couple of days ago walking the Greenway Trail, which is just about 20 feet, 50 feet off to my right. And here I am, I'm just sort of walking along the Park Trail, which is also right next to Park Road, which is the private driveway to that big apartment complex down the way. And yeah, one of my favorite parts about this park in particular are all of these. Here we are looking back 100 years ago. This trail was a dirt track that went along those rocks, along the river. So I'm a little bit disappointed in my attempt to take a video recording of the wine tasting yesterday. I didn't do an awful job, but the problem is alcohol, right? And I work with alcohol and I go to a wine tasting. Admittedly, I kind of tie one on. And so like pretty much after I get that half bottle of wine in me, I start talking like Barney from freaking The Simpsons. It's a little embarrassing. So I've got to figure out how to do a wine tasting video without actually tasting any wine. Hello, hockey, hockey, hockey. You must be really used to people. You are dealing with me very well. There's two bridges. I don't actually know what that bridge is. I think that might be a disused railroad trestle. And you got that. And then here is a bridge across the Brandywine with some gentlemen drinking on the other end. Maybe a little information about the railroad bridge. So I'm guessing the far one is the B&O one, because it's the one that still has the riveted steel like it has in that, which would be the far bridge that you can just barely see. Ta-da! 100 years ago. Well, here we are approaching the Van Buren Bridge. And so here is a view of the Brandywine Creek pointed upstream. You can see off in the far, far distance perhaps people walking across that little footbridge from the beginning of the video. And then you've got this Runner River Dam. And here we have the Brandywine Creek, largely channelized at this point. That dam's a big problem because it keeps the two ecological zones separate. Fish from the ocean and this part of the creek can't get up that dam. Fish can come down that dam, and if they survive, then that's great. And that dam keeps the water level high so they can have a raceway. The raceway is sort of interesting in that at one point this whole Brandywine Creek River Valley was covered with mills. The DuPonts milled gunpowder here, grain and so forth. But the dam is no longer really needed, and that raceway is basically just there to remind us of our heritage as one of the earliest industrialized rivers in America. I think it'd be very nice to have this river be more naturalized in my lifetime. Just crossing over the cute little bridge here at Van Buren and into our Sister Cities Park. Got our little little rose garden here, and quite a nice little Fountain, 1872. And another nice little bronze fountain. So here we are, another view of the Brandywine Creek just past the dam that controls the water level of the Wilmington City Raceway. You can almost pretend that the river is pretty natural right here, as long as you don't look at the dam and you don't notice the giant concrete path that cuts right across from it. But still very pretty. It's a good 5-6 degrees cooler in this little creek bed than it is in the surrounding city. So it is a great place to come and beat the summer heat.